Hi, I'm Jim Wilde, the Executive Director of the Merrimack Valley Housing Partnership, and we've taped a series of these episodes of smart home buying with the Merrimack Valley Housing Partnership. We conduct the homebuyer training classes here in Lowell and have for the last 27 years. And we do the classes in multiple languages. And when people talk about what makes Lowell special, one of the primary reasons given is that there are so many partnerships that take place between organizations and people and throughout the city. And an example of that is for the past 10 years, the Merrimack Valley Housing Partnership has worked very closely with the Cambodian Mutual Assistance Association, CMAA, in order to make homebuyer training classes available to the Khmer-speaking population. And I'm pleased to welcome Sovanna Pouv, who is the Executive Director of CMAA, today as our guest. Welcome, Sovanna.
Hi, Jim. How are you? Thank you for having not just myself, but CMAA as a partner and a guest on the show.
It's great to have you here. One of my favorite things is to work with CMAA and doing these homebuyer training classes. And can you tell us a little bit about the history of CMAA?
Yeah, so CMAA has been around for 35 years now. We've helped settle Cambodian refugees since 1984. Folks that have been traumatized and survived the Vietnam War, especially from the genocide as well. And I think welcoming, we're living in a city that has amazing programs like this. It really helps us be very thankful for all the opportunities that are in place now. And I think, and I'm happy to say that since we've been here, many of us are happy citizens in the city, giving back in many different ways, but also getting engaged with nonprofits like yourself and ours.
In my point of view, from my perspective, it's CMAA's history and contribution to the community is really pretty incredible. And it's so nice to see the evolution of how CMAA has sort of changed its focus from helping refugees to being such an integral part of the community and voter registrations, homebuyer training, all kinds of activities that CMAA does, plays such a vital role in the quality of the community.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you. And the beauty about this partnership is that we're able to make half of the decisions that you guys make. I think that in order for anyone to make sound decisions in buying a home for the first time, you need to know all the resources and all the options that are available out there. And for us, we are able to outreach and get clients to sign up for the program and have the programs take place at our office. And what you guys bring is you guys bring the accreditation, the skill sets and the expertise, and also the dashing smile that you have to our partnership. So I really appreciate that. And we have it on Saturday mornings, and I think that is really awesome for people to be so committed to come on Saturday for like 5.5 hours for 2 Saturdays in a row. So that's really great.
I know when you think about a partnership, it really is exactly that. We both bring about 50% of the effort to the table. Yeah. You guys recruit the students, host the event, provide the translation, and we bring the accreditation and the instructors and all of that. So it's really a beautiful partnership. And I also love doing the classes on Saturday mornings because most of our regular homebuyer training classes are weeknights. And so people have worked all day, they're tired, and they're now in class again until 9 at night. But our classes are first thing Saturday mornings when people are fresh and happy and lots of questions, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah, I think that it goes a long way, and it goes so far back that since our partnership, we've been able to help over 780 people. Can you imagine that?
It's amazing.
780 people learning how to buy homes for the first time. That's 52 classes, and that's over 104 Saturdays. That's a lot of Saturdays throughout the many years that we've had together. So thank you for this opportunity.
Well, yeah, when you think about it, we're approaching 800 graduates from our partnership. That's great. Yeah. And the numbers do add up.
Yeah, they do.
You and your wife, Liana, took our homebuyer training class in English a few years ago, and then went on to become a homeowner. And as a matter of fact, 2 years ago, you and Liana graciously told your story to probably about 100 folks at our annual meeting over at the Whistler House, which was a great event. And you told a very personal story about the process of your whole journey of growing up here and eventually becoming a homeowner and being a father. And I think Liana was expecting Eller at that time.
Yes, yeah. Thanks again, Jim, for welcoming Liana and myself to your event 2 years ago to share our story. And yes, Liana was expecting. I shared that news with everybody in the room, so it was an incredible moment. And her and I both believe that having a strong foundation for a family is so important. Whether it's raising your kids to go to a strong school system, whether it's raising life partners to be strong advocates for your community, and whether it's a home for your kids or your parents, I think it's a space for you to have to go back to. We both took your program, we both went through it, and we both had such an amazing experience, because what we both learned from it is that we're able to build a team of people to help us. A team of people that will help us find the right home, the right lender, the right inspector. All those things come with this training, and we can be more thankful for that. So
and then you also worked with our homebuyer counselor at Alcantara, right?
Oh, yeah.
On a personal level, getting your whatever you needed ready for the mortgage application process.
Well, here's the thing about Ed. So I had
Tough love.
I was so motivated to carry my wife Liana into our brand new home, but Ed's like, no, not yet. Let's wait 6 months and see where we can go from there. So Ed has been a really big force for us in terms of making sure that we're financially ready for the home, but also making sure that we make perfect sense when we go buy the home. He gave us some tips about being landlords as well, and so I might not share some of my secrets here. So that's for you to learn and to find out when you join the class.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Ed's pretty amazing in terms of meeting people individually after the classes and spending a couple of hours and really helping them tune into their own personal situation. Also, I want to just touch on the down payment assistance program. So those are programs that in addition to the good mortgage programs that people getting qualifying, we've had a lot of Cambodian families go through our classes and purchase and take advantage of the down payment assistance programs,
yeah.
which is really awesome.
Yeah. I think some folks that sign up for this program did not even know that there was a down payment assistance until they finished the class. Mm-hmm. I think that's a big surprise for them sometimes. And I think what's really cool about that is that they're able to utilize all of the resources that already exist. And how do you really make sure that you look at the process, you apply for it, and you take full advantage of it, and then you become a person that is giving back to the community by buying a permanent home in the city. So I think that's a great process to have. So thank you for offering that as well, and to all the partners out there that provides that service.
It's nice to hear that, because those programs are so labor intensive on our part. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes, but nothing is better than helping people get into homes and give them the leg up that they need.
I agree.
And in just a minute that we have left, Sovanna, can you talk a little bit about any unique challenges that the Cambodian community is facing, or when it comes to home ownership or banking or anything like that?
I think it's an interesting question to ask, because as I'm looking in my home right now where I live, as I'm looking around, as some of the homes are going up for sale, many of the homes are being bought by Cambodian families, and that's a strong positive thing for us to see, especially being in Lowell itself, because Lowell is the second largest Cambodian population in the country, outside Long Beach, California. But I would like to share a challenge that I think affects everybody, and that's the housing market itself. I think that because Lowell is such an exciting city, a lot of things are happening here, whether it's the Lowell Folk Festival, the Southeast Asian Folk Festival, or the Kinetic Sculpture Race.
The Water Festival?
The Water Festival, yeah. So it really has a lot of activity for everybody that from an area, and so I think that attracts people to the city. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's great. I think the city is capable and able to welcome as many people as possible. So it's a unique challenge, but I think it's a good thing for the city.
Terrific. Well, thanks so much, Sovanna. Again, it's such a pleasure working with you.
Thank you, Jim.
And I love watching these numbers add up and all these new people becoming homeowners in the city.
Another 800. Here we come.
They vote. They pay taxes.
Thank you.
Thank you.